When we study the birth of our planet and all the phases it went through, from forming a livable atmosphere to allowing single-celled life to evolve into complex organisms, and then realize how many times entire species went extinct while new ones evolved at the same time. It makes me wonder, why isn't something this critical written in the spiritual texts like the Torah, the Quran, or the Bible? They often begin with the creation of celestial bodies, but leave out the billions of years of transformation that made life even possible. Even the exploration of science, something ancient people used every day, like starting fire or forging armor, barely mentioned. Why is that? Was science considered insignificant at the time, or were parts of it spoken about but altered as time passed? I believe the reason many people reject science and cling solely to religious ideas is because they were taught to see science as blasphemy. But I argue the opposite because science and spiritualism were both created by the same God, the God I believe in, the Father of Jesus. So to deny one while worshiping the other seems like the real contradiction. We put our faith in books written by enlightened human beings, passed down through generations of less enlightened ones who may have changed them, and we would never even know. The same way we don't realize how deeply the government controls our lives. We just go along with it, blind to the system shaping our world. This leads me to my next topic, the Big Bang. Scientists say it was the beginning of our universe. They describe it as an unimaginably dense point, smaller than an atom, that rapidly expanded, creating space itself. And as it cooled, energy transformed into matter. There's even evidence for this, like background radiation and um distant galaxies still moving away from us. But here's what I believe. The Big Bang itself, that was God beginning creation, just like it says in Genesis. In the beginning, God created heavens and earth. The scientific illustrations and the evidence, that's not a contradiction. That could be God speaking in our language, giving us a way to understand his work through logic and discovery. Now, scientists admit they don't know what came before the Big Bang because before time, space, and or matter, there was nothing to observe. But for me, I believe that before the Big Bang, there was only God and his angels, the archangels. The reason I love astrology and spiritualism is because they both reflect something deeper. what we choose to believe. Think about it. A Christian having a good day might say, God is blessing me. But on a bad day, they might say, the devil is at work. Now, take a scientist who doesn't believe in God. If things go well, they might credit luck, karma, or laws of nature. If things go wrong, they might say it's cause and effect. So, my point is whether you believe in God, the stars, or just natural energy, everything is experienced through the lens we choose. It's like we've all been programmed to interpret life one way or another. But maybe it's time we step back, look beyond the programming, and start thinking together. Subscribe and like if you find my ideas interesting, and comment what you guys think. Thank you.